Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Automation Hub Sathak. In today's video we will learn about this keyword. Very important topic. What is this keyword, why it is used, and when it is used, what are the different concept behind using it, and why the scenario even came into picture. So we'll understand everything. Before this, let us understand a little bit about about an object, right? You know that object has a state and also a behavior. You know this, we have discussed this in previous videos. Now the question is why this is required. Now why am I telling you about object? Because this keyword acts as a reference to the object. That is what it basically does. This is a basic definition. This acts as a reference to the object. Now the question is why use this keyword? So to understand why we need to use, let us go directly into the programming and then understand this. This will be more easier then. So in my learning Java project, I've created a package this in super. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a simple class. I'm not going to name it anything. I'll just write, you know, hello. This is my very simple and pathetic kind of a class which I've created. Okay, I'm not giving main method and simple as that. No big deal. Now next step what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare two instance variables, int I, string s1. Simple. Now I have not given any values to this. If I would be giving values, allocate values, I would be writing like this. I am not doing this. Okay, so I've just kept it like that. So what will be the default value? Default value is 0 for an integer, and default value of string, if not declared with any value, is null. We all know this, right? Now this is what is the current situation here. Now what is the next thing that I'm going to do? Now I will do one thing. I'll make a small method. Okay, so let me make a small method. I'll write public void learn, and here I will write int j string s1. I have passed two parameters and that's it. I have left it. I'm not doing anything. Now I'm creating another method. Okay, public void learn, learn more, and I'm not passing any parameter. I'm just printing the value of I, simple, printing the value of s1. I'm trying to print the instance variable values over here, and this is nothing but the local variable. Why it is a local variable? Because it is a parameter passed inside this method body. Okay, so this, sorry, I'll make it s2. So j and s2 are local variables because they are local to this method. Okay, and these are instance variables or global variables or class variables because they are just below the class. Okay, so I'm just writing a method to print the values of I and s1. Okay, nothing much. If I execute this program, you will not get anything because main method is not there. So now I have to create a main method to execute this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here, make a class execution. I'll select the main method over here. Okay, now this is there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend that particular class. I hope you remember the concept of inheritance. So I've extended hello class. Okay, now I'm going to make the object of this class. Simple, done, no problem. Now, okay, now using this object reference, let me try to do one thing. I'm going to call learn here. Okay, so here I'll pass, let's say 10, and string s2, let me pass selenium. Simple, no big deal. Now I'll call the other method as well, exec dot learn more. So now if I try to execute this program, that is I here, s1 here, if I'm trying to execute this particular program, what will be the output? You will think that the output will be 10 and selenium. No, the output will be 0 and null. So let me run this. See, the output is 0 and null because when this gets executed, it will directly call this method here. See, if I'm going to execute this particular bit, okay, this will directly come here and it'll start getting executed. And what is the default value is 0 and null. So you'll get 0 and null. Now, how do I make this 10 and selenium directly pitch into this particular bit? It's very simple. You have to allot. You have to write here I equals to j, okay, and S1 equals to S2. Now this is done. Now let's execute this. So now the values of 10 and selenium will come into picture. So what is happening here? 10 is going here, okay? Then selenium is going inside this local variable S2. Now what you have done, you have equated the instance variable to the local variable, and this instance variable you have again equated with the local variable S2. In this particular method, you have allotted 10 and selenium. So to J and S2. Now this output looks good. In case something of this sort happens, that the local variable has the same name as the instance variable, and this one also has the same name. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this J to I and this one S1 to S1. Now there is a problem. You know what the problem is? The problem is, if I execute this particular program, 0 and null will come into picture. Getting my point? That means now local variable is getting equated to local variable, but actually global variable should be equating to local variable, but because of this scenario, local variable is getting equated to local variable. Now what is the value of local variable? It is from this particular program, it looks like 0 and null, so that is what it is pitching in. So here this operator comes into picture, this keyword. So if I use this and if I use this here, okay, now if I execute this particular program, now 10 and selenium will come into picture. Now understand the beauty of it. So when so please let's go back to the theory. When the local variable is same as instance variable, we need this keyword to refer to the current instance variable of the class. That is the logic behind using this keyword. So here this keyword is required in case there is a situation wherein the local variable is same as the instance variable. Local variable is same as the instance variable, and if you try to equate and try to find the certain values of the same, here JVM will get confused. That is why it will totally get confused, because see, I and S1 are what? Instance variable. Instance variables are what? They belong to the object. Okay. So I and S1 directly point to this object. Okay. Now, what does this operator do? This operator, sorry, this keyword, it directly refers to the instance variable of that particular of the object of that particular class. Okay. Instance variable, this dot I refers to that object of the class, and that is why it directly refers here. Okay, so that is why this keyword is very, very important. Always remember, in case you land up in a situation wherein you have a local variable same as a global variable and you are trying to equate them, okay, whatever may be, if you do not use this keyword, by default JVM will take whatever is the instance variable of you have declared, whether you have kept it something or you have left it blank. If you have left it blank, it will go for the default value. If you have kept something, then it will go for the same. But since this keyword is predominantly used in such kind of situation, that is why this keyword is very important when you're trying to equate the local variable and global variable out of instance wherein both are of the same name. That's it. So this is about uh, this keyword. I hope you liked the session, and if you did, please support me and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Sarthak here, signing off.